They're coming. Ready?
The Re-Up.
Hey yo, what up? This is Lastee, and we're out here at TransAfricaRadio with Sheila and Ntokozo. It's the Re-Up, baby.
He's in studio. Yes, Mr. Lastee. How you doing, sir?
Very fine, thank you.
That one titled Ring of Lies theme song. All right. How's your day been?
It's been hectic. It's been like, oh, no.
What happened?
Not that hectic, but like we've been like up and down.
Yeah.
Doing interviews and everything.
Yeah.
So I guess it was hectic, but it wasn't hectic.
Okay. We were talking about something off air about age and how it doesn't mean anything. Do you want to reiterate what you said? Because I dispute everything.
Yeah, I think so. Because like, why I'm saying that is because we obviously have very young people who are very, very mature, who can like obviously just tell you everything, just blow your mind.
Yeah.
And we also have old people who are very dumb. Like, I'm sorry to say, but yeah, they are. So I really think age is just it's like it's something that represents the number of years we've been on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
And it ends there. Everything else is just on a person's, like a personal thing, obviously. You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's what I think.
So I disagree with that. But anyway, let's talk about that age. What age did you start believing that you were for this music thing? When did you get to a point where you're like, okay, cool, I'm good with this?
I think I was kind of convinced to. Like, it didn't really came up from me. Yeah, I was influenced to it, and I kind of like, as time went, I believed in it, and I was like, actually, maybe. And that was like, I was probably, I don't know, 15, 16, or somewhere there. You know, mom would probably say, hey, you must sing at the church choir, you must do this, do that. I didn't like it, but she kept on forcing it to me until I was like, actually, I think I kind of like it now, you know.
Alrighty.
So it was kind of a blessing in a way, yeah.
You seem like you're a more reserved kind of individual, shy and all of that. Was that also a main reason why when your mom was urging you, because she saw the talent and she was like, you know what, do the right thing, my G, get yourself ready. You might just be the next big thing. Was it the main reason you always, took a step back whenever you heard her speaking of going to church and doing the rounds and the music thing?
Probably. I think it probably is the reason, actually. Because I am a very like collected person, you know, back there, quiet and everything. Maybe because whenever I'd have to like stand up and go sing, I'd be very, very nervous. You know, like I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. You know, so it could be the reason. It could be one of the reasons.
And during these times when I assume you are alone and away from people, that's where you start creating. Yeah. Even
now, if like I believe I record beautiful music if I'm alone with no one. Yeah, so I really think it's one of the reasons. But I'm fighting it. I really want to get out of it. I really want to be out there. You know. Yeah. I want to record a song with like a lot of people in the studio and everything. Yeah. I want to be able to do that actually. Yeah.
And the subject matter. Because one thing I've noticed, I was here with Teleman, and you share a couple of characteristics when it comes to Teleman and you. I want to find out, so the subject matter of these songs, does it weigh towards more love songs and female inclined and on all of that? Because it seems like all the shy guys have this thing.
For the ladies. Okay.
Yeah, it is like that. I don't know how it happens in that way. I don't know why a lot of shy guys would do like songs like that, but it is like that. Most of my material is about girls, love. Obviously I have respect for women, so it's always gonna be like love, you know. We are gonna obviously do songs that disrespect women at times. We're not very proud of it, but I mean, if it's what people like, because we're in the business of music. If people want it, you have to give it to them. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. But I very, very much respect women, like a lot.
How convenient on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the WCWs tuned in. This is channel 872 on DSTV's audio bouquet 609 on OpenView HD. Currently going through an interview with Mr. Lastee, yes, who sang in the choir. Do you want to sing for us maybe? When the interview ends, you're gonna drop us something, right?
Yeah. When the interview ends.
Alrighty, so you say that you're pretty shy and you don't record amongst a group of people.
Yeah.
So how did you handle your features with Stogie T, with the likes of Maraza, Teleman and Nana Atta? How did you do that?
Well, most features I do, people usually send ideas, and then I obviously record in my studio and then send it to them. Then they kind of mash it up or something like that. But I don't usually we don't really be in one environment and then we record. Now we don't really do that.
Yeah. Do you prefer it in that way?
I actually do. I believe people should record it wherever they're comfortable at, because I think that's where you are the best. If you're comfortable, you record the best. That's really working for me. And I believe it's working for other people as well.
Yeah, you mentioned the music business and making songs that are disrespectful for women, and I'm not going to talk about that because that's what some things. But I want to find out, how involved are you in the business aspect as far as music is concerned? Because bringing it up makes me think that maybe you are more than the average artist is concerned. Are you involved in the business part?
Yeah, I am very much. Well, we try by all means to keep it within the crew. We call it the crew, but we don't really want to be like your major labels where we kind of push the business side of things all the time. But obviously everything we do has to make business sense and out of it at the end of the day. And we obviously have our small registered business. We're still trying to learn, but I think we're getting it right. But we really are into business. We really want to do these things.
Alrighty, so speaking about business, how did you meet up with the likes of Maraza for the song titled We On?
I think we were... Okay, let me just try. Because I've met Maraza a lot, so
Is it? Are you guys like buddies now?
He's always saying something.
Yeah, he's always saying something, But I think it was after I did Ring of Flies, because Ring of Flies kind of opened a lot of doors for me. And I don't know if I was the one who reached out or if it was him, but I remembered one time I saw a tweet when he was like, "Hey, there's this guy called Lastee. I really, really want to work with him. I like him." And then I don't know how we got into the studio, but we ended up being in the studio and we spoke about doing a song together. And I was keen, he was keen, so he's like, oh, actually, I remember.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah.
He had a show in Durban.
Yeah.
And then after the show, he had a song. He wants to do a song with Beast. There's a guy he wanted to do a song with him, so he came into the studio. I was there, and then obviously I'm also a beat maker. I made him listen to some beats so that he can obviously do a song with Beast. And they chose a beat, they liked it, and then after they did that song, so he kind of he had a beat while I was playing, but he didn't say it at that time. So after recording that song, he said I must play it again, and then he played it, and he was like, "Please, dog, I want you to jump on this one." And that's how We On came, actually. Yeah.
Right. Dope stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, send in your commentary, send in your questions. Do tweet us on @TransAfrica872, Facebook us, TransAfricaRadio.net, WhatsApp us, +27 7925 44329.
Do not forget to hashtag the re-up whilst you're at it. Simply call us on +27 11 44 77 176.
Re-up.
Channel 872 on DSTV's audio bouquet, as well as channel 609 on OpenView HD. In the background, the sounds of Maraza We On, featuring Mr. Lastee, who is in the building all the way from KZN. Alright, where the ladies are flames. Remember, you can stream us live via taradio.mobi as well as TransAfricaRadio.net. This is the re-up. My name is Sheila, and I don't do this alone. I've got B in our building.
Yeah, bo.
Yes, and we're handling.
Yes,
alongside Mr. Lastee. How you doing?
We out here.
Talking about the dry weather.
Yeah.
And how KZN chicks are just, or KZN women rather, are just the flames of the world because their skin and their pores are open.
They don't need lotion.
East Africa.
Wow.
East Africa. Same thing. East Africa, you know. It's the Indian Ocean.
Right.
Yeah. What's the current that blows on that side? I think it's the Agulhas or something.
Oh my goodness.
So that blows the warm. Yeah, you see.
It's just turned into Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
Welcome to Discovery Channel.
Yeah, it assists ladies. It assists, eh? You must know what kind of high pressures and low pressure systems are working, so you can be out and about on the right day.
You know what, Lastee? I know that you came you came to Johannesburg about a month ago.
Yeah.
All right, so before then you were doing all your music that side, and that's where you were pumping.
Yep.
All right, so just like my understanding of the music scene in KZN is that it's also concentrated. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The music stays there. Like it builds up there, it pops up there, it's rough, it's amazing, people are partying there, but it never really travels to the outside of KZN, like into other provinces and so forth. Why is this?
I don't know. We kind of don't like working together. I don't know why. You know, we were just having this conversation with like some other Durban guy yesterday.
Yeah.
That it's like we kind of put extra hours when we have to like shoot down a person. You know, if someone like brings something good and then we're like, nah, but we don't like this one. I don't know why he's doing that. But when it comes to like growing each other up, I don't know. I just like we understand we have that problem, but we just can't fix it. I don't know why. You know, but probably like in the near future we are gonna like, I don't know, unite or fix it. I don't know, because we always talk about it. We always talk about unity. We need to unite, guys.
Yeah.
We need to do this, support each other. But we end up not doing it. Like I was even talking about how, like I don't want to say this, but our big shows are filled with artists who are not from KZN or Durban.
Yeah.
And if they do book an artist from Durban, they're probably gonna pay him change. And we're kind of cool. Like we're just cool about that. I don't know why. I feel like that's like worth fighting for than fighting about whose song is better, who's the greatest or whatnot. Like that doesn't make sense for me. We should really be fighting about these things. Like why am I being paid this much?
Yeah.
Why are we not booked? You know.
Yeah.
But that's how it is, I guess.
You bring up this payment thing, my man. And I feel like personally it's a whole South African thing as far as payment is concerned. And I want you to share with us your views, your opinion when it comes to this whole the industry in South Africa and the payments, because I've seen people who are and spoken to individuals who've done gigs in Botswana, done gigs in Zimbabwe, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, and all of that. And trust you me, the difference in terms of payment is it's scary. And I want to know, where do you stand? What do you think needs to be done as far as South African, because South African artists are struggling. No lie, you know. In America, an artist like MC Hammer can come in with one hit, drop one album, and that's it for him for the rest of his life. And he's all right, you know, unless he messes up the money, like 30 million and all of that, like he did. But all of that's a personal thing. But why is it that in South Africa we have artists who've had big songs like Abu Mkharembe, like Abu Babes Odumo? You know, I can go in as far as how many people who have actually taken over the country and its sound for like a year. But when you look at their lifestyles, because you can't, I necessarily don't know what's in their bank account, right? But and you see booking fees when they send to certain companies or individuals who want to book them, and you see the discrepancy between an artist coming from the west of Africa or the east of Africa and South Africa. What do you think needs to be done? I personally feel like there's a lack of respect for South African arts.
True, very much, very, very much. But I really think I like, as much as I'm gonna blame like these people who make these shows, but at the end of the day, the blame has to come to us as the artist. I don't think because obviously I'm gonna like this guy is gonna try to book me, and I'm gonna be like, nah, less. I don't like, I'm not gonna take your 5K. And the other artist is gonna take it, and I end up not getting paid. So I have to like think about those things and end up taking the 5K, even if that's not what I charge, you know. So I feel like if we can build a unity within like us as artists, or maybe have like people who represent us. I don't know, have like a union type. I don't know. Maybe if you can have that, it would probably work out. I don't know, because I feel like we are just not united.
So do you suppose if artists who are signed to labels, as well as those not signed to any publishing deals or record labels, come together, that this would sort of die out? Because you have the likes of AKA, and we all know he is super mega. He's super mega on that money too. You know what I'm saying? And then you have an artist who's just as good, but he's getting like 10 times less. Do you think that if we step away from the record labels and the people that hold the music basically, and are the ones who distribute and the ones who tell us what to do, that if we unite as artists, I say like I'm an artist, wow. But if you guys unite as artists, do you think this would change?
I really think so. And obviously if we unite, because we as artists, we have the power to change the standards. Because I really think our standards are very low. Even AKA, we saying he's super mega in this, but if you were to compare him with someone from probably, I don't know, Nigeria or US, it's nothing. He's getting paid nothing. So our standards are very, very low, and we shouldn't be proud of that. Like, really.
So I'm just wondering the conflict between the rating and what is currently the economical standpoint of the country. I mean, you can't be charging like you in the US when you stay in South Africa and you know it's not as good. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Are you seeing what I'm trying to ask over here?
Totally. But I also feel like why I'm saying our standards are very low is because we are also only selling to South African artists, and we shouldn't be doing that. Obviously, if my music was worldwide, or even Africa for that matter, it doesn't even have to be like all over Africa. Africa is big enough to make me big enough. I think. You know, I think that would probably make our payments better. I don't know.
For me, it's all about consuming your own, right?
Yeah.
And the problem with South Africa for the past 20 years is that we didn't consume our own music. So if the more you consume your music, it's not about the current status of the economy, socio-economic matters. Because we have countries that have a lower GDP but are paying artists much more. Right? It's because the artists are getting played on their radio stations, getting played on their TVs, getting booked in their countries, and being treated like superstars. Because that's what's happening in this country, where 60 to 70% of what's happening is of international likes. We hear more international. They book more international, which makes it difficult for the artists to make money, for the artists to have their own show that they put together and promote and all of that. We don't even see artists doing that themselves lately. You know, artists in South Africa have tours, but their tours are generally because someone got booked in KZN. It's not a tour because they booked the venue, they booked the arts, everything that's going to happen there. So I agree when he says people, the artists in South Africa should unite. We should have like a dead price. If you're an upcoming, everyone must get 50K. You know, that's what should happen in the industry, so everyone can eat.
Alrighty, hot topics. Actually, do tweet us on @TransAfrica872, Facebook us, TransAfricaRadio.net, WhatsApp us, +27 7925 44329. Let us know what you think about the current topic. I think we are talking about artists and getting paid. Right? But let's not drift away from the artist that's in studio. Right? You said something about if Africa is, if we pump our music into Africa, then that's enough to make you big. Right? And that's what we're doing right now. So you're going to be big. That's what's up. Okay? We got you. We got you. So what are you currently working on?
Another project. I'm not really sure of what to call it as yet. Like I don't know if it should be an album, an EP, or a mixtape. I don't know. But I do have a name for it, obviously. Okay. Which is August 24. That's my mom's birthday.
August 24.
So the whole album, the whole project.
The
whole project is basically going to be about women. You know, it could be about respect of women or love. I don't know anything, but it's basically going to be about women.
Okay, I like this project. Ladies, go get yourself a copy once it comes out. It's about you.
August 24.
Alrighty, so let's talk about One More Dance. Tell us about that.
Who are you dancing with, firstly? Who do you want one more dance from?
It's not really talking about a dance per se. It's more like one more chance in a way. So I had to use another word for it, because I think there's a lot of songs that talk about like give me another chance or something.
Who is this chance?
Who is this chance that you wanted? Come on, you can spill the beans.
It wasn't really about a person. You know, as an artist, sometimes you're just gonna, you know, come up with the concepts and like build from there. Obviously, as much as I wasn't like experiencing that at that point of time, but I have experienced it before. So you kind of like build from that. You know, you take your whatever from that point, and then you make a song. But it wasn't really about anybody. It was just a concept that was in my mind, and I had to write something about it. You know, really.
If you say so. So we're not going to play that right now. Actually, we're going to play a feature that you did, right? Stogie T featuring yourself, Going Gorilla.
Yep. That's the one.
That's the one.
Damn.
Shall we get into it?
For sure.
Alrighty. This one titled One More Dance. Or One More Chance, rather. Which one?
One more dance.
All right, this is Trans-Africa Radio, channel 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet, as well as channel 609 on OpenView HD. Do not forget that you can stream us live via taradio.mobi, as well as transafricaradio.net. This is The Ria. My name is Shay Shay, and I don't do this alone. Got be in a building.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Siwe_Munchkin97. Loving that one more dance situation. I was about to say one more chance, but yeah. She's loving that. Heart emojis, the whole shebang. We see you.
All right. Alrighty, cool. Let's talk about what your tours, projects, away from what you're currently working on.
Yeah.
What visible things are you doing out there? Activations, you know, just punting your name.
Well, we're trying to make more money. Like what I've been doing lately is obviously making some music for these drama series. I feel like there's money there, so obviously if we also tap into that market, it would be actually dope. So I've been doing. I did So Cool and Partners. There's also Ring of Flies. Ring of Flies was not actually meant to be a song. It was just a theme song.
Oh yeah.
And then people kind of liked it, so it only made business sense for us to
put it
make
out
a
there.
song. Yeah. So I'm doing that. Obviously, the one that I've told you about, the projects, and we haven't been doing much for Ray. Like how Raider came out was when Ring of Flies went viral. I wanted people to. Like when people say, okay, who's this Lastee guy? I wanted people to have like something else to refer, like to go to, rather than just being that Lastee from Ring of Flies. You know? So I wanted to have more, which is why I released Raider. But then because I was from Durban back then, you know, it's kind of hard to like push to be out there if you're from Durban. So we've like recently started. I'm gonna be dropping a single very soon, and hopefully come back here, you know.
Definitely the plug.
Yeah, so that's like really what we're working on now. We're trying to make the brand bigger than what it is right now.
Yeah, all right. You speak of making music for what's the stuff? For dramas and series and all of that. And we recently saw Pharrell Williams do musically direct Hidden Figures, the whole soundtrack. Would you like to take your music to that level where you are doing a Sarafina soundtrack, doing the United Kingdom soundtrack? Do you see yourself doing such?
Definitely. Because obviously I was a producer before, an artist. So like I am looking at doing those kind of things. Yeah. Even obviously like a series out of South Africa, that would be nice actually, you know. And it is a challenge, you know. Me as a producer, like challenges. You know. I think that would be great actually. I'm actually visualizing.
He's thinking about it actually right now as we speak.
Might as well, you know, tap into that
dope.
side.
And if you were to do it right now, which series that's currently happening in South Africa or anywhere actually in the world would you like to, you know, create a soundtrack for? Whether it be, I don't know, I've never watched this series, the Game of Thrones, because I keep on seeing those memes. What's happening?
If I was the one who did Game of Thrones, that would have been dope. Like that would have been because like I feel like there's serious money. Serious money. Because we're always chasing paper. I won't lie. We're always like looking for something that like really has money. You know?
Yeah.
And I lost it. We were supposed to actually do Uzalo. I don't know if you guys know Uzalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it was kind of professional, so we were like, "Ish, nah, maybe not."
Okay.
Yeah, but well, looking at it now, because it's quite big, I think it would have been a nice thing, you know. But hey, yeah.
You know, yeah. You can't.
Alrighty. So I want to try and understand as an artist, where do you see yourself in the next, let's give it a span of 2 years. What are you looking to achieve within the 2 coming years?
Right. I think I want to be like a brand, like a household brand. I don't know if they call it that. Like I want to be, well, it would be nice to be a super mega, obviously, but you know, like if I can be like a household brand in the next 2 years, that would be dope. Like,
yeah. You speak of this household brand. I was recently listening to a Black Coffee interview, and he speaks of trying his music, that he wants his music to live in the living room. As much as a lot of people play it in the club and taxis and all of that, where do you want your music to live? Are you making music that you want to live in clubs or at bars, or where would you like your music to live? Especially after the One More Dance that we just heard.
Yeah. How I always try to explain to people is that as an artist, as a musician, you are also an artist, you know, and like, I don't know, you shouldn't be boxed into this one. Like, obviously people are always going to come and say, so what genre of music are you doing?
Yeah.
And you kind of have to box yourself now towards this. But me as an artist, like, if I feel like painting a sad story today, I want to paint a sad story, you know. And if I feel like, no, today, like, I want to get into the club, you know, it's happening, maybe there's drinks around, like, let's do this. That's what I want to do. I want to be an artist. Let me paint whatever I want to paint. I don't want to be like put in this little box, you know, of like, no, Lastee's just an R&B cat, or Lastee is a rapper. I don't like that. If I want to rap today, let me rap. Like, I'm an artist. That's what I should be doing. You can't tell, like, you can't tell Picasso to only paint with red paint or something. He will paint what he wants to paint at that time as an artist. You know, like, that's how I see myself. You know, I feel like let me do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. You know.
All right.
And who would you say your audience is then, if you are just expressive at this point, you know, and that's what your music is about, expressing yourself? Who are you? When you think of your music, who are you reaching?
Well, obviously I'm not reaching everyone, but like the market that I really feel like I'm reaching is obviously the young kids. I would say that, because there are songs that I really did that are not really me, you know. I just did them because that was the opportunity at that time, you know. But like right now, what I'm trying to push is me. Like songs like One More Dance, that's me. Yeah, that's who I am, you know. Or the song that features me, the Maraza song. That is me. Like, that's what I'm trying to push more, you know. But obviously, like, if something makes sense, I'm obviously gonna do it. As I was saying, like, that's the artist in me. You know, I don't want to be boxed. But the target market is obviously the kids. You know, we're all trying to reach to the kids, because when they grow up, they're still gonna know you. They're still gonna be like, oh yeah, that's the one. You know, you're not trying to do music for old people who are gonna be tapping out very soon. You know.
All right. And any visuals coming out soon?
Yes.
All right. Tell us more. You can't just say yes.
I don't want.
A little bit.
The thing is, we always change. You know, we're always like changing our minds. I'm gonna be like, now we're gonna shoot One More Dance, and then the next thing I'm shooting something else. As I was saying, that I'm actually working on my new project. So like, that's what I want to focus on. That's what I want to, because I'm gonna be doing like a commercial release and everything. So I feel like I should be focused on that rather than everything else. You know. But I don't know. I might just shoot for my old songs as well. Like, I don't know. Anything is possible.
All right. So we play 100% African music here on TransAfricaRadio, and we'd like to know your thoughts regarding that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. We like that. We like that a lot. I feel like I don't know if that 90% thing is still on, but I really
shots fired.
Yeah, but it should happen.
It
Like
should,
we
yeah.
need people like you guys. You know, a lot of them, not just you guys.
Yeah, most def. I hear you. Thank you very much for coming through, Lastee. It's been great. Looking forward to more drops. Radar, people can get it on which platforms?
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say SoundCloud for now. I don't want to push a lot of people. You can get it on SoundCloud. On my it's there. The links are on my pages: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They're everywhere. Yeah, you can just follow me and get the links. Yeah, everywhere actually.
Oh.
I am Lastee everywhere. Yeah, I tried to make it like more uniform and everything. You know.
Look at you, thinking for the masses. All right, thank you so much for coming through, yeah?
No, thank you for having me. Thank you.
This is TransAfricaRadio.